Delhi looked like this last week. Assam is facing one of its worst floods in recent years. In fact, so many parts of India are experiencing extremely heavy rainfall spells. You'll never guess what I'm about to tell you. India, right now, is actually facing a massive rainfall deficit. I'm Lavanya, and in this episode of the Climate Brief, supported by Zerodha, we are breaking down what's really happening with this year's monsoon and why these rains may not actually be the end to India's water worries. Let me start with a headline. According to the IMD, India has received 16% below normal rainfall just between June 1st and July 24th. But what does below normal actually mean? The IMD compares this year's rainfall against a long period average, the average amount of rainfall India has received in the same period between 1970 and 2020. It's basically the benchmark for what a normal monsoon should look like. This year, between June 1st and July 24th, India received about 352.9 millimeters of rain, compared to the long period average of 418.9 millimeters. But why is this happening? The southwest monsoon runs between June and September every year. During this time, it doesn't rain uniformly throughout, but moves between active phases of widespread rainfall and break phases, which are weakness or dry spells. This year, the monsoon arrived over Kerala on June 4th, but it got off to a weak start. By the end of June, India was staring at a 40% deficiency, one of the weakest in recent years. Large parts of India did not receive the rainfall that they usually do in the beginning of the season. July did see things change. The country witnessed two major active spells. This brought down the seasonal deficit. In fact, during the week of July 16th to 22nd, India recorded almost normal rainfall, with the weekly deficit reducing to just 1%. But here's the important bit. The heavy rainfall in July was not enough to make up for the weak start to the season. And that is why, by the end of the month, India was at a rainfall deficit of 16%. Among the four regions, East and Northeast Indian states are facing a massive deficit of 30%, following which are the South Peninsular states at 28%. I know what you're thinking. But wait, isn't it literally flooding in parts of Assam and pouring in other parts of India? It is, you're right. And that is exactly the problem. The rainfall has been extremely uneven. 53% of India's districts have received below normal rainfall, but 12% of districts have recorded excess rainfall. Some places have seen extreme rain over short periods, leading to floods, flash floods, and landslides. Here's a shocking fact. Assam, at a state level, has a 30% rainfall deficit, but is battling floods across 12 districts right now, with more than 7 lakh people in 856 villages affected. States like Mizoram, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, and Maharashtra have all seen heavy rain disrupt daily life as well. Why is this happening? And what consequences will it have? Let me break this down. There are 3 key reasons at play. Number 1, El Nino. You already know this one. El Nino leads to lower rainfall and longer dry spells. It's also why the IMD forecast a below normal monsoon. El Nino also affects different regions differently. While some see torrential rains, others end up being dry. If you want to know more, watch our video here. But El Nino isn't the only reason. Number 2, global warming. Even in non-El Nino years, instead of steady rains, cities are getting hit by shorter but more intense and isolated bursts, like what we saw in Mumbai and Delhi. Number 3, the western disturbances. These are weather systems that bring rain or snow to northwest India during winter. This year, it stayed active throughout the monsoon, triggering flash floods and landslides in Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. Overall, the situation does not bode well for the year ahead. The first cause for concern, since much of India's farming is rain-fed, Delayed rains have disrupted its Kharif sowing season. This directly hits agricultural production, impacting farmers' livelihoods and food supplies, and eventually resulting in higher inflation. Another cause for concern: our reservoirs are not filling up. 54 major reservoirs across India have storage levels below 80% of normal. And in South India, 47 major reservoirs are only about 30% full. So less water for drinking and for irrigation. We are still only halfway through the monsoon, so we can only hope that the second half is better. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Climate Brief for India's most interesting climate stories.